everybody. Welcome to another Vlogmas Down Under. It's a beautiful day here on the farm, as you can see behind me. Today I think we're expecting about 30 no we're not, we're expecting much more than that, about 36 maybe degrees, and Mum and I have decided to go to a farmer's market. So right on the border of New South Wales and Victoria, we used to call it the Causeway, and I think it still is called the Causeway. There is a farmer's market set up, and I'm going to take you there today, and let's see what goodies they've got. They do it every Saturday morning between I think 8 and 12 p.m, something like that. So we're up nice and early and we're off. Let me just show you what day we've got here on the farm. Not too shabby, is it? Oh, and the cows are down in the orchard, I can see. So a few people have actually commented about my mum's garden. I'm going to give you a very, very brief tour while I've got 5 minutes while she is getting ready. So from the kitchen, you come down this path here of this amazing French lavender that she can grow here as a hedging. And you get into this kind of section of the garden. She has very well established trees here, and then underneath she just has borders with lots and lots of flowers. That's looking back up to the house there, and this is the pathway that I was telling you about. That's Missy coming down the pathway. There's the other section. Here is a path here, and she's going to use the whippersnipper that we have just bought her to, or strimmer if you're in the UK, to whippersnip it. And I was just coming down here to have a look. These here are the pine trees that I mentioned to you where we get pine cones from. Hello. Hello, girl. Oh, she's thinking that she's going to get some cuttings from the garden. Hello, girlie. Sorry, I'll get you something in a minute. Mind you, she has quite nice grass down here. Yes, so these are the pine trees here that we collected to get pine nuts from, which was quite a palaver to do. Yeah, girlie. Let me just get something for this nice girlie here. Anyhow, I got her a few bits and pieces to munch on. So now we're heading down this grassy path here, and you can just see, sorry if the sun is bad on the lens, but we're going around here. So I'm just trying to think of when Mum and Dad moved in here, when they built the actual house. I wasn't living with them anymore. I think I was in the UK by that stage, or I was living in Melbourne, because I left home when I was about 17. So let's go up and have a look here, if I can get through these hydrangeas. Goodness gracious. I mean, the trouble is, you never know what is lurking in the bushes, do you, here in Australia? Lots of spiders' webs. Right. Let's go up here. So now we're in the kind of back area of the house. She's got more quite established trees, and she has this grassed area here with lots of pussycats, and that's the view out this area. So this area is kind of like a sitting area for her at different times of the day in the shade. And yeah, there you go, that's the view from here. That's where she hangs the washing. It's not bad. It's very quiet and very nice. And she's very, very happy here. Right, so we've made it, and we got hello doggies. And we got a fantastic car park. Fantastic. So, which way, Mum? Okay. Here we go. Let's see what delicacies we've got today. And I can hear there's already live music. So we've come across, let me just check my mind. Yep, we have come across a pig breeder, and this fellow breeds piggies called large blacks. So they're an English breed, and he feeds them chestnuts and macadamias. I mean, how wonderful is that? So Mum is buying a salami and some Coca-Cola as well. We're going to try it. And he has these pigs, like virtually in the town of Wodonga. It's really, really interesting. I'll just give you a look. So they're called Bunyip Hollow Artisanal Farmhouse Produce, and they do organic, it's all organic, chestnut-fed pork. And here are the fridges. So this is what Mum's, I think she got this one here. Pepperberry and aniseed myrtle salami, very Australian. And this one is wattle seed salami and macadamia nuts. And she got also some guanciale up there, or some pancetta, I think. And yeah, so she's just paying here, and it's all very interesting. So here we have to put it in the bag now. Yummy. Well, Mum couldn't resist Beechworth berries yet again. Mind you, she did ask us to stop. You know, in my last vlog, where I said that we didn't get to the other fruit farms, we were going past Beechworth berries, and she did ask to stop there for an ice cream, but we were too late. So I think she's a little obsessed with it, because there she is. She's joined the queue to get some more berries. Not that we have enough berries, but you know, berries. We also found a fellow who is in the valley. Let me go and find him. He's in the valley next to us. So you just kind of go over the hill, over Mum's place, and it's called Indigo Valley, and he farms lamb. It's this fellow here called Indigo Valley Lamb by Paul and Suze. And we got some very nice lamb cabana from him. So he raises the sheep, and then the Beechworth butchers come and butcher the meat, and they make this lovely cabana. So it's really, really nice. The other place that I showed you was this lovely kind of like a grocery place as well. Very pretty. They've done a great job. So let's go and see. Oh, Mum's nearly there in the queue. There's not that many stall holders, but it does have some interesting stalls. So that noisy road there is the road that takes you to Albury. And that is the Causeway. Is it called the Lincoln Causeway? Lincoln Causeway. Why is it called the Lincoln Causeway? Ah, here we go. Merv Lincoln was the first Australian Olympian to run 100 metres in under a minute. And so therefore he got a road named after him, as you do. And so there is a lovely lake. Well, is it lovely? Yes, I suppose it's got lots of wildlife, this lake. But this centre here is really nice. There's they have a gym here behind this mural here. That's a restaurant, and it's really lovely. And this was where you used to have to pay a toll. Well, no, you were fined if you used to take. Hang on, let me just flick you round. Yeah, so this area, this part of the Causeway was where you weren't allowed, you were checked all the time if you were coming from New South Wales into Victoria, you would check, your car was checked. This is when I was a kid, I remember it. And if you had any fruit in the car, they would bin it. It would go straight in the bin because they didn't want any fruit fly to come into Victoria. Is that right, Mum? Yes?
That's right.
But now she says fruit flies everywhere since they stopped doing that.
And I know a fellow who came across it. He had a bag full of bananas and they went to take the bananas from him. And he said, "You're not having my bananas." So he sat there and ate the whole bag full.
He ate the whole bag of bananas. So there we are. Yeah, let's go somewhere else now.
This is my mate Eddie Kneebone.
Oh, Mum used to, when she used to have the restaurant Pastafino, no? Yeah. There was a fellow Aboriginal, no, can you call?
Yeah, he was, yes.
Aboriginal?
Yes.
Indigenous Australia fellow called Eddie Kneebone.
Eddie Kookaburra Kneebone.
Eddie Kookaburra Kneebone. And this is his little story here. There's a mural in front of us, I'll show you. And it tells his story, which is really interesting. There we are, Eddie Kookaburra Kneebone. Storyteller, teacher, artist and passionate role model, was born on June 15, 1947 in Heidelberg, Melbourne. Mum, does that mean he's passed away now or not? Or is this just, oh, he did, okay. There we are. That's nice. Would never have seen this if we didn't come down here. So anyhow, I'm not finished with Eddie Kneebone. This is his artwork here, and as we were walking along, Mum told me that he was bitten by a white-tailed spider here in Australia, and when they bite you, they don't kill you. What happens is the flesh around the area becomes necrotic, and you more or less get gangrene. So he got gangrene. He had to have his whole leg, was it, or half his leg? Half of his leg up to his knee cut off, and then because of his diabetes he got very ill and he passed away, sadly. There you go, Eddie Kneebone. He was a legend. And on the way back to the car, we have just stumbled across this here, and this mob are called the Flying Fruit Fly Circus. They have been around for a very, very long time. I remember them when I was a kid, and their headquarters are on the Causeway, did you say, Mum? I think they started in Wodonga. They take young kids go and they do activities with them, and then they can join the circus, and it's all about keeping fit and learning different skills, and they are absolutely wonderful. It's a wonderful thing, the Flying Fruit Fly Circus. I will link them below so you can find out more about them, and what a great setting to put your circus up in. So I've been trying to find the right light to do this segment of video in, and I've decided that I'm going to do it in this room of Mum's, this spare room of Mum's, where I do my makeup for you here in Australia for Vlogmas. So I wanted to just show you a few of the pieces that I brought with me here to Australia on the farm to deal with the heat. And they are current pieces still in the UK online, but most of them are actually on sale. Some of them aren't because they're stock pieces and they keep getting rolled over. So the first thing I want to talk to you about are my trousers, and I'm really hoping that you can see these trousers here. These are linen trousers. I bought myself 2 pairs in the summer, and they are from Nobody's Child, and they are absolutely fabulous. So I've got this color here. It's very difficult to film this color. This is a khaki color. I do love this particular color. So these trousers are a linen blend, and they're fabulous. They have a drawstring waist. The only thing about them is the length. So they don't give you different lengths. So you can't have small, you can't have petite regular or long length. They only come in one length, and that is very, very long. So I am a 5'10", nearly thereabouts 5'10", and these are too long for me. So there's a quick little thing you can do. Because the gusset is quite baggy and long, I roll them. So I've only needed to roll them once for me. So I've done up the drawstring, tightened it, and then I've rolled it over once. And that's all I've needed to do. If you're much smaller, then you will probably have to think about taking them up or rolling quite a few times, but there's only so many times we can roll, isn't there? I would think they're pretty easy to take up. If you're very, very small, then you might have to have them cut off and taken up as well. But I think, so these are the things that are on sale at the moment. I got them in this color, and I also got them in like an off-white creamy color, which I will show you in a minute. And they are great. They are super, super flared, very lightweight and really nice. Like them very much. The other thing I brought is my one of my favorite t-shirts that I wear in the summer. I have got 3 colors of this particular style t-shirt. V-neck t-shirt, short sleeve, kind of swingy t-shirt as well. And these are from Live Unlimited. I like them firstly because of the fabric. Live Unlimited always has really good fabrics. They fit very, very well. This size is quite a large size. If I was going to buy again, because I've lost weight, I would have bought a size down. Because they're quite roomy and swingy, they're pretty true to size, Live Unlimited. They're quite, good like that. So this is a navy that I've got. The finish is excellent. That's why I like them as well. I have it in this navy, and I've also brought my kind of turquoisey color, which I will show you with my other trousers. So I do love this. Again, this is on rotation at Live Unlimited. This is their normal t-shirt that they have, a V-neck t-shirt, so it's always for sale, and there are many, many colors that you can choose from. Fantastic quality. The next thing, let's just take them off, are my flip-flops. And these here are from FitFlop. You know how much I love FitFlops. They're kind of ergonomic, cushion padded flip-flops. Fantastic. I have really needed those here. I did bring another pair of sandals, but FitFlop sandals, but the strap at the back is getting loose, and I think they're on their way out. They're very, very old, so I think they might be on their way out. Fantastic. Fully, I was going to say machine washable, but they're, waterproof and everything because of what they're made of. And they're great, very, very comfortable, very good if you have like foot issues. That I can wear them when I had my plantar fasciitis. Fantastic. The last thing is, and I'm going to wear this all the time, is my necklace here. So this is my Monica Vinader gemstone, your birth gemstone necklace. I have a ruby, and I do love it. I've been wearing it a lot while I've been here. So let's do the next change. Okay, so this is the next t-shirt. So it's kind of like a turquoisey color, and like I said, if I was buying again, I would buy a size down, because I bought this when I was 1.5 sizes bigger, but they do give you a lot of room. Lovely, lovely fabric. And these are the kind of off-white cream linen blend trousers from Nobody's Child. Again, I've just rolled them up once here, and I'm wearing my FitFlops yet again, because that is what you wear here when it is, I think it's 38 degrees today. So yeah, really nice. Nothing too clingy. And speaking of clingy, I'll show you the next outfit. All right, so this linen shirt here, and it has a stripe, as you can see, I haven't worn while I've been here because it's been too hot. But it is a fabulous overshirt, or you can wear it just as a normal shirt. It is from Uniqlo. It is a great price point. I will link it below. They have some lovely different types of stripes. Uniqlo also do fantastic plain coloured linen shirts. The linen's really nice quality. You can see there's a really very nice collar and sits nicely at the back as well. Very nice. But underneath, I said to you about being a little bit more fitting, is also from Uniqlo, and this is their Airism range. So it is a kind of a jersey, but a stretchy jersey. It's in navy blue, and it has the built-in brassiere as well. I haven't worn this because, again, it's been just too humid here. The weather here is very, very odd at the moment. There's a lot of humidity in it, and where my mum lives, it's not normally humid, but it's a lovely, you can see it fits beautifully. It's, again, very, very nice cut. It's a great top, and this comes in many colors as well. The only trouble is I'm pretty sure they're sold out at the moment online, but this Airism range, they bring back all the time. So keep an eye out because it is very comfortable. You can see the cut under the arms, very good. I also have a dress from the Airism range as well, which is a nice, it's this kind of stretchy fabric. And to tell you the truth, being 38 degrees today, it doesn't actually feel too hot, but I do have a fan over the top of me. So, you know, there you go. So that's that outfit. And the only other one that I've got, I will explain to you in a minute. Ooh, it is getting warm here. It is 2:30 in the afternoon. And I've brought my black hoodie out for you. So this black hoodie, every year I always get a new one because I love them so much. They are the Good Move range from Marks and Spencer's. I think they might do a winter, but this one is the cotton one. So the inside is cotton, there's no fleece, but I've got a feeling they do a winter one as well. If they do a winter one with fleece, I'll link it below. This is their, so when I say Good Move, it is all of Marks and Spencer's outfits for like a leisure wear or yoga or any kind of activities as well. It's great fabric, it stretches so nicely. And the reason why I want to show you it is, and I will put a little picture, couldn't think of the word, a little picture up, and I will show you my outfit that I wore on the plane. That's my traveling outfit. And I wore this, and it's great. You can just wrap it up, roll it up. Of course it does crease because it is cotton, but it's very, very lightweight, and I'm going to wear it on the way back. And then when I meet Mr. N at the airport, he is going to bring me my my heavier fleeces, which thank goodness I didn't bring here. I mean, I haven't worn this. I think I wore this maybe once when I first got here. But again, this Good Move range, they make really good joggers and like leggings and stuff for yoga is from Marks and Spencer's. So that is a kind of, that is what I have worn here that is kind of relevant at the moment. So if you are going to go away from the cold of Europe, from Northern Europe, and go somewhere warm, then I really think get hold of a few of these pieces because they do fit really well. Just as a reference, because if you're new here subscribing to me, I am a UK size 16 to 18, which in Australia I am a 14 to 16, and in the US it's a 14 to 16 as well. So that's just for reference. And like I said, I am 5'10"-ish, 5'9"-ish, 10, yeah. So that is my height. So all of these clothes fit me really, really well. And yeah, I highly recommend them because I've kind of worn them to death. These linen trousers are really fantastic. So just a few little fashionista bits and pieces from sweltering Australia. I'll see you later. This is the moon tonight, everybody. Full moon over the valley, and it is outstanding, and it's massive. You can't actually get the scale of it, how big it is, but it is absolutely stunning tonight. It's a beautiful day. and we've come out for lunch, and we have come to the Hume Weir, which you can just see through the trees there. There's a nice tennis court in front of me, and we are at a restaurant called The Boat Shed, which has seating on this veranda that I'm on. I'll show you in a minute. And there's some seating down there, there's some seating over there, and then I'm just going to swing you around and show you Mum. And here's the seating. So we're on the veranda, and it's very big inside as well. So they get very busy. They've got a few Christmas parties going on, but otherwise it's nice and quiet. And Mum's come here a lot. She likes the food here. It's very nice. I have the font of knowledge here. So Mum, why have we got a Hume Weir?
The reservoir was not, as the town was growing, the reservoir they had wasn't big enough. So they had to build the weir as storage, where the water came down from the Talangata Valley and to the weir here. So they used the migrants that came out in the 50s as labourers to build the wall. And it took 2 or 3 years to build it.
Right.
With quite a big force of labourers there.
And they chose this destination, why?
Because of the catchment.
Ah, okay. All right. Excellent. The weir. It is rather large, but we were saying that it is quite empty actually. So I used to come here as a kid. Dad was the president of the fishing club, of course he was, and we used to come water skiing. Well, I didn't, my brother used to come water skiing, and we would have barbecues out here, and it was really nice place to be when you were a kid. And there are a lot of holiday kind of cottages here, and you can stay here, you can buy one and you can stay here the whole time if you want to. There's some beautiful trees. We're just beating the heat and come outside because this part of the garden is still quite shaded, and we're going to make our floral display for the dining room today. So we've just picked this gorgeous Illawarra flame tree, flowers from that, and they're kind of, I'll show you again, so unique, these flowers. So they're like little bells, you can just see, and look at the profusion of them, and the color is like flames. It's gorgeous. I'm just wondering whether it might be part of the euphorbia family, but I don't think it is because the sap isn't coming off it. But it's just beautiful. The other thing that we have to try and think of is longevity for this floral display, because you know my wreath that I made, it's good, but all the long pine needles from the Pinus radiata are starting to kind of fall off it. So we're thinking that we might go down the route of doing more of the tuga, and there's some other plants underneath this section here that we're going to chop off as well. making our floral display for Mum's dining room table. And the main plant, as I showed you outside, was this incredible thing called an Illawarra flame tree. Look at that, it is gorgeous. I've had to put it in some water because it started wilting already. So I have got a container here, and it is waterproof because Mum's put some Oasis in the bottom of it. But if you don't want to use Oasis, you can just use some kind of wire. I've also got a little wire topping that I put on top as well. And if you want to have a look at how I've done all of that, then head over to my Instagram page, because on my Instagram page I will be putting up a reel in the next couple of days of how I actually did all of that and how I'm making this particular floral display. But I'm doing it inside in the kitchen as well because it is scorcho outside. And everything will wilt, including me. So what have I got here? I have this beautiful golden tinged thuja, and you can get it in the UK. It is readily available. It is a conifer and it is absolutely wonderful. And it then contrasts against the kind of normal one that you get, which is a silvery grey coloured one. And that's beautiful too. So Mum's got a lot of that. They're very big and very well established, these conifers. And when I cut the stems, I normally cut on an angle. I mean, it's like doing, I've got a little basket down here, so that I'm putting stuff in. It's like doing normal floral displays. Cut things on an angle, and then that, for some reason, they take up the water much better. So I'm trying to do this as a long, kind of not oval shape, rectangular shape, because Mum's got a big table and she wants to make it quite large. So I'm going to try and do it that way and keep it, yeah, relatively, because I think the table's about, I think it's 4 foot wide, 3.5, 4 foot wide. So that's pretty good too for me. We have some lovely, of course, variegated holly, can't go without that. This time of year here in Australia, it has got the unripe berries, so, but that's fine because I'm just really after the leaves. And where you are in the UK, or if you're watching from the Northern Hemisphere, you will have the lovely red berries, which is even better for doing displays like this. Everything that is going in this floral display is from Mum's garden. So if you do have a garden, then get out there and start foraging, because you will find some wonderful, wonderful things in the garden. Lots of foliage, wonderful things. If you don't have a garden, then the florists nowadays, or even like the markets that you go to, they've always got things available. You know, they always have bits of conifer, they always have little posies of things, and you can take them home, pull them apart and make your own, which is great. It's so kind of satisfying to be doing something like this yourself. I like this stuff because it kind of flops over everything. And this is going to be absolutely beautiful. Let me get on with it. Yay! Remembered that I forgot to put the gold thuja that I painted in here, so I'm going to put those in there, but they're the pine cones that I did. But that is just fabulous. It is from the totally from the garden, and it is my mum's, and it is gorgeous. And this Illawarra flame tree is something else, I must say. But also, Mum said to put these little asters in, and they look fantastic in there. They're really great as well. So there you go. That is Christmas in itself. Well, that's it for another Vlogmas Day 17 Down Under. This is my last Vlogmas Down Under. Tomorrow I hop on many planes again and I will be back in the UK in a couple of days when I get there. So thank you for joining me while I've been here visiting my mum for the last month. The next lot of Vlogmases will be back home in the cold. Yay! Thank you for watching me, and if you're new and you haven't subscribed, then subscribe because you will see a lot more of me on my travels around the places and doing my vlogs and my shorter videos as well. And thumbs up is always good, thank you, it's much encouragement. And if you want to make any comments or say hi and tell me where you're from, then that would be fantastic as well, down below. So everything that I've featured in the video will always be linked below as well, and anything interesting that where I go to will be linked down below as well. Usual protocol. All right, I will see you next time. Bye.